Do you remember the new shoes that we saw at the store last week? Okay, we're going to break it down. You remember. Remember, the root word for remember is hinomdom. So we're looking at do you remember? So it's a question. We're going to use ba to format into a question. So it's nahinomdom ka. So ka is the person, the actor of the one who's being asked if they remember. Nahinomdom ka ba? Do you remember the new shoes? New shoes, bag-o nga sapatos. We're going to combine bag-o nga to bag-ong. So we're talking about the new shoes. So that's not the focus. We'll mark that as sa. Sa bag-ong sapatos. Do you remember the new shoes? Or do you remember the new shoes? Nahinomdom ka ba sa bag-ong sapatos? Okay, now we're going to have that nga because we're going to link that to another clause. We saw at the store. We saw. That's among nakita. So this is among, we're including, the one talking is including the one being spoken to. So nga among nakita, kita is a root word for saw. Nakita, we're focusing on something that happened already. We saw. Nga among nakita at the store sa tindahan last week sa miaging simana. Since we are going there today, and since your brother gave you money this morning, we can buy them now because we need good shoes when we are walking to school next week. First, we're going to look at we are going there today. We will be going. So this is a contemplated action. Are going, will be going, mo adto. And we already established that the person talking is including the one being spoken to. So this is incorrect on the translation from Google. That should have been moadto kita, not moadto kami. Now, since we are going there, tungod kay, that's since, moadto kami, we are going there today, that's dito, karon. And since, okay, so we're going to use og to combine the two independent phrases. Since your brother gave you money. Okay, so since again, tungod kay, your brother, imong igsoon, gave you. Gihatagan, from the root word hatag. Now this hatag is conjugated gihatagan means the person who will be the one that the object will be given to. That's ka, you. Gihatagan ka sa imong igsoon. Your brother gave you. Okay, next it will be this morning. Nga kwarta. Okay, we're talking about the money. Your brother gave you money. Ihatagan ka sa imong igsuon nga kwarta this morning, karong buntag. Okay, let's refer back to the English so we know where we are in the sentence. Since we are going there today, and since your brother gave you money this morning, we can buy them now. We can buy. So we're talking about the person talking is including the one spoken to. So that would be Okay, so that's incorrect. It's not namon, it's nato. Okay, so mahimo na natong. So mahimo means we can do this. So that's mahimo na namo natong. So we're talking about the shoes, right? So kining mga sapatos, but we did not say the shoes. We just say these or this. Kini. That's the focus on that. On this. Kini. Paliton. From palit. Object focus, we're focusing on the thing that we're, or the things that we're buying, and it's contemplated. It hasn't started yet. So paliton is the correct conjugation for we can buy them. Now, mahimo na natong kini, paliton. The next part of the sentence, because we need good shoes. Because tungod kay we need natong kinahanglan. There's a kinahanglan. We already established it's gonna be we as nato. Tungod kay, because kinahanglan natong, what do we need? Good shoes. Okay, we're talking about sapatos and the ang, so we're focusing on those shoes. Good, maayo nga. Maayo nga is contracted to maayong sapatos. Okay, let's see. Because we need good shoes. Tungod kay kinahanglan natong ang maayong sapatos. Okay. And then the next clause, when we are walking. Let's see, where are we now? When kung we, that's kita, will be walking. Walking, a root word lakaw. Will be walking, maglakaw. When we will be walking, kung maglakaw kita, we are walking to school. Padulong sa eskwelahan next week. Sa sunod semana. Okay, now let's say the whole sentence. Since we are going there today, tungod kay muadto kami dito karon. And since your brother gave you money this morning, ug tungod kay gihatagan ka sa imong igsuon na kwarta karong buntag, we can buy them now. Mahimo na natong kini paliton. Because we need good shoes when we are walking to school next week. Tungod kay kinahanglan natong ang maayong sapatos kung maglakaw kita padulong sa eskwelahan sa sunod semana. Tom told me that those shoes are 740 pesos today. Tom told me. So now we're looking at the verb to tell, that's sulti. So the way it's conjugated here, gisultihan, means it happened already, or it's started already. And then who is the one being told will be an absolutive case. That would be me, ko. It was told to me. By who? By Tom. So in other words, it's Tom told me. Okay, that's nga. Those shoes, maong sapatos, are 740 pesos. Okay, this is where Google was incorrect. They're using the quantity of shoes, but we're talking about money. So 700, when we're talking about money, is Spanish. Otsyentos. It's not, let's see. The way it's written here, siete gatos. I can understand if we're talking about the number of shoes. 700 shoes. But we're talking about pesos. So that would be in Spanish. 740. 740 pesos today, karon. Did you know those shoes that people are wanting to buy were 825 pesos yesterday? Nasayod ka ba? Did you know? Nasayod ka ba that nga those shoes, let's see, no, that's not correct. Same as before. We're talking about money, so it should be Otsyentos, and then 25. That's correct, 25. 825 pesos, 825 pesos ang maong sapatos, are those shoes. Focusing on the shoes, ang maong sapatos that nga gustong paliton sa mga tao, which means people. Sa mga tao, the people gustong, wanting to buy, paliton. People are wanting to buy. That people are wanting to buy. Nga gustong paliton sa mga tao yesterday, kagahapon.